Hello guys, and welcome to this video tutorial of Autodesk Inventor 2018. This has been a topic for quite a while, how to restrict motion of components. So people keep asking me this and on and on. I remember being through contact sets, which is a way of doing it. I'll briefly go through that again. So all I have to do is select this component, this component, and this one's. Right click and turn on my contact set. And now if I go on inspect, this is still not working, but if I go and turn on my contact solver, now, as you can see, that is restricting the motion of my component. However, it keeps jumping up and down if you keep pulling your cursor towards so it may not be the contact solver is quite handy when it comes to analyze the real interference between components, but I would rather use normal constraints, give them some degree of freedom, so they'll be showing you how to do that. Okay, so as you can see, my component is moving across these two parts. I don't want that to happen. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a constraint. I am going to add a mate between this face and this face. So I'm going to select this face and this face. Okay, now I'm going to hit apply. Now as you can see, my part is mated to that face. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the measure tool, so I'm going to type M, and I'm going to measure the distance between this face and this face. This 12 mil. Okay. So now if I go back to my model tree and right click and edit my mate, it's loading. Okay. So here you can set an offset. We're just going to leave it in as 0 mil. Now if you see this arrow, you can expand it and you can add degrees of freedom here. So I'm going to click on my maximum, which is going to be 12 mil, and my minimum is going to be 0. So now if I hit OK, it will add these degrees of freedom. So that means that now my part can move 12 mils along from that face. So I'll hit OK. Now as you can see, my part stops at the face where it should be and stops at this one. It just moves 12 mil along the mate constraint. Okay, now the next thing we'll be doing, you may be wondering, I don't actually want my part to pass through the axle. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to set another constraint. It's taking a while to load. Okay, there we go. I'm going to select an angle constraint. We're going to use a explicit reference vector, simply because the directed angle option doesn't let us add any degrees of freedom. The second option is undirected angle, so it will be able to move the angle that we establish in both directions. So this third option is the most appropriate one for this case scenario. So I'm going to select this face. Now I'm going to select this face. My vector is going to be, I think this axis should be fine. Okay. It is taking the wrong angle, so I'm going to re-edit. I'm going to choose my second selection again, and I'm going to choose the bottom surface. There we go. Well, that seems to work a lot better. Okay, and now here where it says maximum, I am going to give it 90 degrees, and my minimum will be 0. Now if I hit apply, it should work. There we go. As you can see, now my part is stopping at 90 degrees and at 0 degrees. So it won't move beyond these two angles. And it's also stopping where it should. So this is how you apply degrees of freedom to constraints. I do remember doing a short tutorial on how to do the same thing using joints. So whenever you apply a joint, you can set your angular and linear limits. The main difference between a constraint and a joint is that the easiest way to explain it would be that a joint actually simultaneously applies 2 or 3 constraints at a time. So if you want to constrain 2 parts, you may need to use 3 or 4 constraints. However, with a joint, you can do all of that with only one input. So it is handy sometimes, but I will probably go through all of these in another video tutorial, only explaining joints. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.